Can you hear my voice? This time this is my fight song. Take back my life.
Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 216. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys. Scorched earth, dude. Welcome to the Two Woke Boys. Get your freak off going. Get your baby oil. You know, get out there. All right. We're coming to the party that we are definitely invited to.
Yeah.
And
we are pissed off at Diddy for
Yeah.
having these parties with illegal, salacious activities going on, potentially blackmail material to get on people, like these crazy sex parties. And we are furious at it, and not because we just weren't invited to any of them.
That's not the
We
core
are mad.
of why we're furious.
No, we are fucking pissed because we don't like sexual impropriety. We don't
It's
like
really
lack of
messed
consent.
up to do that stuff to people and
Not have us around.
We should have been there, but we would have been like, hey, maybe don't do
also,
that.
if we were there, we would have been like, hey, knock it off.
Yeah.
Hey, stop doing
That's
that.
why they didn't invite us, because we're good guys.
Right. He knew we would have reported the stuff going on. We would have stood up for what was right.
Yeah. And they would have been like, hey, you can't come in here. We already have too much baby oil. You know, like, why are you bringing so much for, you're just one person.
Right.
You know, but like, you know, there's like other people here. So,
Yeah.
you know, why is it like, why was that like the thing? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever used that, like, ever?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Like, and also, like, why do you need a stockpile of it? Like, has the store ever run, like, during COVID, where people were like, oh, shit.
He might have bought them during COVID.
Right.
1,000
Yeah,
bottles.
because it was like, you know, a lot of people were going for the toilet paper and, like, canned food, but some people really knew what was going to go down, and that's why they stocked up on baby oil.
Yeah.
And what does baby oil do? Like,
I guess it could be used as like lube or whatever.
but is there like an adult oil? You know, like, isn't
Well,
that,
yeah, I
like,
think it's
why don't
just
you
like a
use that?
substitute for lube, or just like
Okay.
you like get everyone naked and like oil up, and then just like
it says for skincare, makeup remover, temporarily tattoo removal, detangling necklaces, degreasing hands, and softening skin.
Okay, so it's like it does everything, I guess.
maybe he's just totally innocent,
He's
and
like
he
a
was just
handy guy.
Yeah, he's just like
He just has like a good medicine cabinet in his big ass house.
yeah, exactly.
You know, that's probably true.
Maybe
you
he's
know?
just misunderstood.
Yeah,
He is BIPOC.
that's true.
You know, everyone's like, yeah, let's just pump the brakes on the whole, like, oh, Diddy's evil, Diddy's a monster. Let's just realize for a sec, we are talking about a BIPOC man here. Okay.
that is true.
So it's like,
we have to be careful how we go at it. It is kind of weird how people just seem to
that's
be.
not really a thing now. I haven't heard that argument yet until I just said it.
Yeah, the
like,
BIPOC
yeah,
thing.
yeah, like, we need to, like, maybe he only did what he did in the context of white supremacy.
That's a really good. He really needs to do.
We
that.
need to address the root causes of why Diddy did what he did.
Freak off parties.
Yes.
Yeah, freak off parties are actually white supremacy.
Right. And probably like raped a lot of people allegedly, and had like forced people into compromising positions and like sex and
But
blackmailed
because
them.
of
But
white
because
supremacy.
of white supremacy,
and the patriarchy.
and I mean, he is a man, but
Yeah,
still,
but like since he's a BIPOC
yeah,
and a man, it's like if you have like a victim point, it kind of cancels out like the worst thing, right? So like patriarchy's bad, but
Right.
you're black, so that's like you get a pass.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah.
So if he was white,
Oh,
like think about Jeffrey Epstein. Basically, he did the same thing, but he's white. And what happened to him? That's what happened.
Well, he unalived himself.
Yeah,
actually.
but I don't really have like a,
Well, you have the song.
I just wanna die.
Yeah.
That's what Jeffrey Epstein
you're
was saying
right.
to himself.
He did do that. Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. You're right.
And
We
it's
gotta
like-
use that more. That one's gotta be used a lot more.
You know, you never know what someone is going through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Jeffrey Epstein was probably in his cell. He was just listening
Do you
to that
think-
Logic song.
Do you think when they do like the Gitmo torture where they play like loud ass music in your cell, it's that?
I just wanna die.
Like, I feel like, can you please just end it, dude? Like this
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, that could be. So, you know, we need to talk about mental health, and there's
no better way.
There's no
to
better
do it
way to do it
than to make a song that's the suicide hotline phone number.
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, Jeffrey was probably playing that in his prison cell before he totally killed himself. He unalived himself, and all the guards just happened to fall asleep at the exact moment, and all the security cameras went off at the exact moment. Definitely nothing fishy
Nothing
there.
weird
Nothing
there.
to see there. It's
No.
just totally,
Nothing weird at all there.
totally normal what happened there. Don't look into it. But yeah, so Diddy seems to, or is alleged to have been doing the same type of stuff with like these sex parties, getting blackmail material, possibly minors involved. There's some rumors that he might have like sexually assaulted, raped Justin Bieber when he was a minor.
What's Biebs doing now?
Now he's just like a married father.
Wasn't he doing like he like went like full Christian
Full
stuff?
right. He went full Timon Creek and stopped partying and going to crazy events with a ton of chicks and started focusing on God, goals, and growth. So
That's cool, I guess.
yeah. So now although his wife, Hailey Bieber, part of the Baldwin family. So she's canceled for that.
For dating him.
Well, we like part of the Baldwin. We like Alec Baldwin because
the one that shot a guy.
a girl. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We like him because
But it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't
even
his
though
fault.
he pointed a gun at someone and shot them.
Yeah.
It was the lady that like said, "Here's a gun."
Yes.
To shoot at that lady over there.
Yes, he did nothing wrong, especially because he did a great impression of the Cheeto on SNL. Mm-hmm. So
If he did it as the Cheeto, he probably would have got off.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
he did get off anyway, but
But he would have gotten more off.
gotten more off.
Yeah, they would have been like, "Can you fire a few more rounds
Yeah.
into the crowd here?"
right.
Yeah.
So, but at least one or maybe two of the other Baldwin brothers are conservatives, including
know
maybe I think
How is
Haley's
that?
dad is Stephen Baldwin, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure he's a conservative. So she's
they
canceled.
all act except for, right? Don't they all act?
I think so. Yeah,
but
or at
they're
least
not,
used
none
to.
of them are as good as Alec, right?
He's the most famous one for sure.
Yeah. Why is he so famous?
Just a bunch of movies and
Yeah, but why didn't
TV.
the other ones get in movies?
I don't know.
Isn't Emilio Estevez related to the?
No, he's Charlie Sheen's
Sheen's
brother.
Yeah. Okay. Why is his name Estevez?
I don't know.
That doesn't.
I think that's their real last name.
Estevez.
Oh yeah, I
believe
think
it
it is.
is.
And Charlie Sheen
He changed
changed
his
it.
name.
Maybe it's because he had some internalized racism and Latinx phobia.
And it is kind of telling that like he changes his name from like, El Guapo or whatever, like a Spanish name to that.
To a white name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then he gets more famous than the rest of them. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's not like, his brother was in like the Mighty Ducks movies, which those do rule.
Yeah.
I love the Mighty Ducks movies.
Yes. We love those.
When's the last time you watched Mighty Ducks?
I mean,
Do you remember what happens?
decades.
What
I don't.
happens to what Emilio Estevez does at the very beginning of the movie?
DUI?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a DUI.
Yeah, so
dude.
very relatable for you, I'm
Yeah.
sure. But yeah.
Yeah.
Did they ever make you coach a youth hockey team as part of your community service?
No. Do I go to youth hockey games and yell at the children from the stands? 100%. Have I ever played hockey? No.
Mm-hmm.
Have I blacked out, kind of woke up in hockey stands, been like, what happened here? Why am I here? And then people are like, you got really drunk. You were yelling at children. Some of us thought you were somebody's dad.
Uh-huh.
But you were here long enough that we all collectively were like, discovered that you were nobody's dad and were related to no one here at all. And then, I don't know, at one point you got in a fight with a ref, you know, because like you were saying like fights are cool in hockey, but usually players fight other players, not a random guy comes in. Where did those skates come from? And you're like, I rented them. And then you fought the ref, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a whole thing, you know.
Right.
But,
And then you tried to take over the Zamboni and
yeah,
so
I
you
tried
could-
to get away in the Zamboni, but it was like stuck in the building because
Yeah.
it's really big and it goes about 7 miles an hour.
Right.
And you know, it's a tough getaway car.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
was not a great plan, but
and if you think getting tased hurts in like regular situation, imagine getting tased when you're on ice. That hurts a lot more.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm sorry you went through that.
yeah.
And good, I know there's a lot of charges pending right now, but your father's very well connected in the court system, and
Yeah,
hopefully we can.
we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll just
you know?
we'll sweep that under the rug or under the ice in this
there you
case.
go. We'll
yeah.
Zamboni it.
Yeah, we'll just
nice and
Zamboni
smooth.
that. Right.
It'll be as smooth like a freshly Zamboni.
That's right.
Ice.
That's right.
Yeah,
We'll clean up that record fast. So,
but yeah, we were talking about P Diddy, I guess.
oh yeah. Back to that. Back to P Diddy. So, yeah, he's BIPOC, you know. So let's not be so quick to say he's a monster, he's a criminal.
Yeah, no one is having that take. You
Right.
know, the like, hey, let's wait for all the facts. You know, people are just like that guy's out of here.
Yes, and there's this article here.
He did like flee, right? Didn't he like?
I
He
think
like
tried
flee-
to.
Yeah, he tried to get away, and then they just caught him somewhere.
And he's on suicide watch in prison, apparently.
Like immediately after he got in
right.
there.
But
which-
so was Jeffrey Epstein, and
yeah,
that didn't
and
really
suicide
stop
watch
that
means
from happening.
there will be 2 guards taking naps around.
Right.
You know.
They will be trading off shifts, napping.
Yeah, while cameras flicker in and out,
Right.
Because they plug it in with a, like, you know, a bad wire or something.
Yes. So there's this article here. After Sean Diddy Combs' arrest in New York City Tuesday, some of Hollywood's biggest stars have weighed in. Others, including former and current friends of Combs, have remained silent out of fear, according to an expert. Music Mogul was charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking by force.
What is racketeering, by the way?
It's like a financial fraud, basically.
Engaging in an illegal scheme. It is used in the racketeering, influence, corrupt.
It's like corruption stuff.
What is racketeering?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, some sort of financial
Like
fraud.
prostitution is racketeering.
Prostitution
Yeah,
is
it's
racketeering?
just an example of what racketeering is.
Okay.
It's like illegal business, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
illegal activities. Yeah,
Yeah.
criminal activities.
Okay.
He faces a minimum of 15 years behind bars and a maximum sentence of life in prison if found guilty. While the high-profile case has sparked responses from 50 Cent, Aubrey O'Day, Kesha, Mary J. Blige, and more, others who have been tied to Combs in the past, Jennifer Lopez, Naomi Campbell, Ashton Kutcher, and Jay-Z, none of whom are implicated in the criminal case, have been notably quiet. Celebrities
You
are...
don't think Ashton Kutcher's gonna drop a cool this
yeah.
guy's cool letter?
Yeah.
Him and Mila Kunis.
Uh-huh.
You know? They
Like,
need
hey,
to-
I know it all looks bad on paper, but
Look.
he was really nice to me.
Yeah. It says he raped a bunch of people, but we didn't get raped.
He never raped me. Yeah.
So I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wild letter to pull out, you know.
Yeah.
And then they went past the Notes app apology and did the front-facing camera, like I'm gonna hit the record button on the video.
They did the hostage video apology.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the step further
With
than
your
Notes app.
your manager is just out of the shot with a gun.
With a gun just
like,
out of frame.
Finish the do the video, read exactly what I wrote for you to say.
We are very sorry by our actions, and we should have thought about how our words would affect others. And please don't shoot. And we apologize, and we will never do it again.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That vibe.
But then you got to lean in and hit the record.
To show that it's authentic.
Yeah, it's an authentic video.
Right.
To
yeah.
end.
You have to start and stop.
And
the
you have
camera.
to upload it to YouTube, and it's all lowercase letters, and it says like, "Hey,"
or it just says, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Or just like,
"I'm sorry," but no punctuation, like not even the apostrophe for the "I'm," or all lowercase letters, or
I messed up.
Yeah.
With lowercase I.
Yeah. Or we have to talk.
But it's got to have a good thumbnail too.
Yeah.
And it's got to be you crying in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Or you could do the YouTube face.
Yeah,
or you could.
But then you Photoshop a tear. Yeah.
The tear emoji. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, are those fake tears? And you're like, but it's like the same face from your previous videos of like, you know, we went to Santa Monica and talked to prostitutes. Oh, and then like this the tear emoji.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we love that. Yeah, you got to do that.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if remains to be seen if Ashton drops another banger character letter for
come
Diddy.
on, dude. Drop a.
You're really gonna throw your friend
heater.
under the bus like that? It's like you got to stick up for your boy.
You want to stick up for the like not even the lead on that 70s show, and you're not gonna
stick up for a guy way more famous.
Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah, come on.
That's lame, dude.
Yeah,
yeah. Are you not in the P Diddy family?
Right.
Wasn't that like his thing? He's like in the family, or he has like the P Diddy and the fam.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
Why did he change his name like 80 times? You know?
I think some sort
it was
of
like Puff
Daddy, and then P Diddy, and then Diddy.
Yeah.
I think it's
why did he drop the P?
I think it's some sort of like
I
think it's some sort of contractual thing.
Huh. That's weird.
Like I was under contract as Puff Daddy, but now I changed my name. So
and then in the court documents, like they were like, all right, this is who did all of this: Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Sean Combs. Like they listed all of his names. Like they were gonna be like, P Diddy, you did all that stuff, and he's like, yeah, I didn't do that. That was Puff Daddy.
Yeah, that was Sean.
That was a different guy. I'm different now.
Yeah, I know you've tried that in your court cases. Has that ever worked?
You know, it's like the courts are like kind of behind in this like whole identity thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's like if I change my identity, you're dead naming me for talking about the crimes I did under the other identity.
Right.
You know? And they're like, well, we have to punish you for the crimes. And it's like, no. You have to punish that person who is no longer me.
Right.
I am a new me. I am a new person.
Yes.
So you saw like my Instagram post. I started a new Instagram page because I'm a new person.
Yep.
So and that symbolizes new life, creating a new page.
Yeah.
Well, he changed his name from Puff Daddy to P Diddy in 2001, fresh after the aftermath of being found not guilty in the charges of a gun possession and bribery.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like new year, new me.
Yeah, but if you got off, why wouldn't you just, keep the same name, right?
You just wanted something fresh.
Like R. Kelly didn't change his name at all, but R. Kelly's in prison.
Maybe
now.
that's why he went to jail.
Yeah,
and P Diddy hasn't gotten sentenced yet. So
we gotta figure out how to get Kells out.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just like we got to make some sort of agreement with the prison system that some prison cells need to be recording booths.
Yeah.
So he can drop fire albums.
Yeah,
from
the
prison.
world is being deprived of his music while he's in jail.
Think
It's
about
like,
if we had an uplifting tune like "I Believe I Can Fly."
Yeah.
You know, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So
more from this article. Celebrities are silent because they are scared to death of their brands bleeding out with fans over ties to Diddy. And worse, they fear if they cross him, things could end in disaster. Eric Schiffer, CEO of Reputation Management Consultants, told Fox News Digital. Let's see. Outside of 50 Cent, the overwhelming majority of the music and entertainment industry have either remained inconspicuously silent or spoken only in hushed tones regarding the rumors and now federal indictments surrounding P. Diddy. And I love how 50 Cent is the one guy who's come out and just been like, fuck you, like, you piece of shit. Like you're...
why do they have beef? Like, what happened between them? Is it because wasn't 50 Cent was like the story was like he was like shot like 50 times or something like that?
Yes.
Was he shot by P. Diddy 50 times?
I mean,
is that why?
maybe. There's rumors that P. Diddy was behind like Biggie and Tupac.
That's wild. That's like a wild conspiracy because like P. Diddy got famous off of the tribute song to Biggie, right? Missing You or whatever, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah, that was what put him over. So that'd be wild to think that he maybe took that guy out.
Well, they had rival record labels.
Uh-huh.
Bad Boy Records was P. Diddy, and then Aftermath was 50 Cent.
Okay.
And then I guess 50 Cent wanted to sign a rapper named Mace, but Puff Daddy was meddling in between from not making that happen. So that's part of their beef.
Yeah, what happened to that Mace guy?
I think he's still around. I'm familiar with his name. I can't think of any songs though.
He was on that Missing You song or whatever.
I believe so.
P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, and Mace, you know?
Right.
Yeah, but honestly, 50 could just be trolling because he trolls a lot of people.
Really?
When
Right.
things get
But he's,
pulled
I
out.
mean, but everyone else is like scared to speak out, but 50 Cent's like, I don't give a fuck.
Do you think Kendrick Lamar is going to drop a banger?
A diss track?
Yeah.
He's too young.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, shortly after Combs' arrest, 50 Cent appeared to have responded in a social media post. Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. He captioned a photo alongside Drew Barrymore. I know what she has to do with it.
He's hanging out with Drew
I
Barrymore?
don't know why that's why she's
That's
involved.
wild.
The rapper was seemingly referencing the more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant discovered during raids at Combs' homes in March.
I guarantee you they probably found something much worse than the bottles of lubricant.
Yeah, why is that like the big story of what was found?
They're like, he had 80 boxes of cereal. Can you believe that? That's crazy. That's always like when they find some shooter guy and they're like, he had like over 250 bullets, and you're like, that's 5 boxes of bullets, you know?
Right.
That's
right.
like not unreasonable to have that many bullets.
Yeah.
You know?
So anyway, so it's like, yeah, some people connected to Diddy are staying silent. Others like 50 Cent are speaking out against him. What are we gonna say?
Here's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are waiting for because it's unclear yet which way the wacky inflatable tube wind is blowing for our opinions, and we have to, kind of stay out of it. Now we are gonna say that it happened because we have, we'll be like, we were right there when shit was going down,
Right.
But we're not gonna really. We kind of filibuster it until we figure out the right.
Exactly.
Because if people were like, that guy, what a piece of shit, we'll be like, yeah, God, we knew it the whole time.
And they're like,
and then we're definitely going to delete every previous,
And then they're like, well, actually, he was just found innocent. Oh, we were always saying that too.
Yeah, we were good guys about that.
And then if they start doing I think we are kind of on the forefront of like talking about hey, maybe he was he did what he did
Yeah,
in the
I've never seen
constraints
anyone
of
have that
white
take.
supremacy. Yeah,
Yeah.
haven't seen that one yet.
Haven't seen that take yet.
Well,
And
that's our take.
That's what you come to this podcast for.
Yeah.
We're gonna say what is going on with Puff Daddy or P Diddy. We're gonna say climate change.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
why
that's happening.
That's like the galaxy brain. It's like,
Yeah.
the chart where it's like 4 things and then the
Yeah.
galaxy brain. It's like first it's like he did what he did because of racism.
Yeah. And then there's like you can like kind of
The patriarchy,
a normie,
white supremacy,
yeah,
climate change.
Yeah, it's just like, how can you possibly make that make sense?
Oh, we'll make it work.
Oh, do you have like an hour?
Where he I'll do it right now. You know where one of his houses is? Miami. It's one of the first cities in the U.S. that's going to go underwater once the ice caps melt. Miami.
You know, it doesn't mix oil and water, baby oil. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe he was so concerned about climate change and the rising sea levels that he's like, oh, I gotta have all these parties and I gotta invite these people over and I gotta make them all have sex, and then like because his mansion, like I gotta make use of this huge mansion because it could be flooded and underwater in a couple years.
Exactly.
And if not for climate change, maybe he wouldn't have felt the pressure to have all these parties with all these illicit activities.
And you want to do another thing about why we think racism is involved with P Diddy and his whole estate?
Yes.
What color is his house? White.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, but I'm
Probably
pretty sure
white,
it's probably white. Usually huge houses are white for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. It's something to think about. So, we're just going to say we're going to hold out on really, really condemning him just yet. Like, yes, it looks very bad what he is alleged to have done, but it's not quite safe for us to definitively say it yet.
Yeah.
So we're
But
just
it
going
is
to
safe.
sit on the fence
It
and
is
blame
safe.
white supremacy and climate change.
Yeah, it is safe to say all those things at all times,
Yes.
Like, for example, right now, I don't know if you just saw on, I think it was on West Side Current on their page. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
What's that?
It's just like an Instagram page for like stuff that's going on around California. Gavin Newsom's on there. He signs a law banning plastic grocery bags.
Okay.
What a hero, dude.
So now, instead of paying extra for them, you just won't get that. You can't get them at all.
I guess so. So that's how we're going to help the environment.
Yes.
Is by when you go to the grocery store and buy 50 items, you have to just carry it out in your like, lift your shirt up and kind of make like a little pool for your stuff, I guess. Or they'll make some plastic, or not plastic, but some glass bags or something like that, or I don't know, some other material. Or they'll just keep using paper like they do. And then they'll have those little handles that are stuck on there by one little dab of glue stick glue, which does not hold anything. And it's just like it's literally like a jackass prank, those paper bags, But anyway, so hero Gavin Newsom saving the day with banning
love to hear
plastic
that.
bags, one of the most pressing issues in Los Angeles.
We love to hear that. And
Thank you, Gavin Newsom, for destroying the plastic bag epidemic. I would see people leaving the grocery store all the time, plastic bags. I'm like, look at this shit.
And then you
believe
put
this.
down your plastic bag and went up to them and you're like, hey, what
what's
is
the-
that?
Oh, I'm like, oh, you want a plastic bag? And then I go inside and I'm like, hey, can I get a plastic bag? And they're like, sure, everybody's getting plastic bags. And then I buy a can of soup, big heavy can of Progresso soup or whatever. And then I walk behind that guy. I'm kind of like stalking behind. I'm like hiding behind cars. And I take that can of soup and I whip it at that guy. And then I might be like, oh, you want a plastic bag? You want a plastic bag, buddy? And then I just put the plastic. You want fucking plastic, bitch?
Yeah.
And then I just
And this is to members of the unhoused community, correct?
yeah, usually because a lot of those guys have a lot of plastic bags,
Right,
Because
right.
they don't care about the environment.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah,
But they are kind of saving the environment because like living in a house is like kind of a lot of environmental problems. So I guess not having a house is good for the environment.
Yeah.
But then you can't have like 85 plastic bags, you know?
Right.
Like if you're homeless, you're not supposed to have stuff. So like, why do you have all that stuff, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on in the stories here. So the presidential race is looking pretty neck and neck. Kamala Harris accepts CNN debate invitation for October 23rd, again challenging Trump to another showdown. So she has accepted an offer to debate for a second time, and it would be the Cheeto's third debate if you include his one with Biden.
It's crazy. It's like a boxer. It's like his record is like higher than the other person.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Vice President Harris is ready for another opportunity to share a stage with Donald Trump, campaign chair Jen O'Malley Dillon said in a statement. Donald Trump should have no problem agreeing to this debate. Harris tweeted Saturday that she will gladly accept a second presidential debate, that she hopes Trump will join her on October 23rd. Trump on Saturday argued it was too late to have another presidential debate because Americans have begun casting their ballots in the 2024 election. The problem with another debate is that it's just too late. Voting has already started, Trump said at a rally in Wilmington, North Carolina. Seems like a convenient excuse, Cheeto.
Is he trying to duck the debate?
Sounds like he is.
That's weird.
It's too late. It's too late to have another debate, and it's too late to apologize. That one Republic once said it's too late to apologize. Sorry, Kamala, you're going to have to apologize to me. The crooked fake news will have to apologize to me, but it's too late. It's too late to apologize. And I will not have a second debate with lying Kamala. Laughing Kamala. She's not going to get another debate because it's too late.
Hey, what's going on in Ohio? What's going on with pets over there?
They're eating the cats and the dogs and the Haitian immigrants. They're eating the pets of the people. I saw it on TV. They're eating pets. I saw it on TV. So it must be true.
He is a soundbite machine, dude.
Yeah.
Like every time he speaks, there's
Just bangers.
Just absolute bangers.
But here's the thing. A lot of people say Trump is hilarious. He's funny. It's not okay to say he's funny because what he's saying is extremely problematic and racist. But you know who's back? Sarah Cooper.
Oh, hell yeah.
So when Sarah Cooper lip syncs over Trump and makes some funny faces, just not even saying anything.
Just moving her lips at the same time.
Yes.
That Trump said something hilarious.
Then that's funny.
Yeah. That's
And
the peak of comedy.
It is the peak of comedy, and it's not just that.
It's funny because she's not saying that.
Yes.
And she doesn't like that guy's saying that, even though that's the only way she's ever made money ever.
Right.
Is that guy saying something hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, I really don't get how people are like, man, she's so funny. It's like, no, he's funny, but.
Right. It's totally not, the whole Sarah Cooper phenomenon doesn't just boil down to this, that people on our side who hate Trump, like, we know Trump is hilarious, but we don't want to. We can't admit that.
No.
But if a BIPOC woman lip syncs over him, so the audio is unchanged,
and then then also is like clearly like I hate that guy.
Right. I'm lip syncing him in a negative, in a make fun of way.
Yeah.
If I do that, then that's hilarious. So if you have the buffer of a BIPOC woman in between Trump and us, then it will make it okay and acceptable for us to laugh at what Trump is saying because it's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
But we can't acknowledge that Trump is funny and laugh at it ourselves. There has to be this layer in between.
Yes, and we're all following him on Twitter because we hate him and we want to see what he's saying because we hate it, not because it's wildly entertaining and hilarious.
Right.
It's not that.
Yeah. So we love that.
So Sarah Cooper's back.
She's back.
at
Yeah,
it.
she did this video of like some debate clips that we were just talking about, the cats and dogs.
So I see it's like a side by
Should
side.
I play it?
Yeah, let's see it real quick. Yeah, that's I'm curious to see because I have an idea of what I think it is. All right.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's
Look at her. She's got a dog as she's saying it.
But the people on television saying their dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Now
the
she's
Taliban
eating
was doing
food.
the killing. That's the fighting force within Afghanistan. They don't bother doing that because, they deal with the wrong people all the time. But I got involved.
Okay, so it's just going to really upset me to look this up online. Sarah Cooper. All right, let's see.
What are you looking up?
She's got 661,000 on Instagram.
Also, she is 46 years old. So we are lip syncing is now just it isn't just teen on TikTok activity anymore.
I thought she was
it
like
is a way
24.
She
maybe.
She looks great for 46.
She does look good
and look,
for 46.
Oh, this is interesting. On Google, spouse Jeff Palm, married 2015 to 2021. She's single.
Wait, so they were married from 2015 to 2021, which is right about when those first videos came out.
When Trump left office. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Right,
AKA when her
when she
career
started, really popping off on.
That is fucking hilarious.
It's
2015 when Trump announced his candidacy to 2021 when he left office.
Mm-hmm.
That was her marriage.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that had.
Do you think that guy was like, hey, babe, what are you working on? And then she's like, oh, I'm just making a video. And he's like, do you want me to film it for you? And then she's like, yeah, can you hold the camera? And then she's like doing her lip sync thing. And then she's like, all right, I'm done with the video. And he's like, I want a divorce. Like, I can't be with you anymore after watching you do that.
Yeah, that is.
Like, do something more like honorable, like porn,
Right.
That's great.
Yeah, if you did OnlyFans, that would have more artistic merit than
lip syncing.
Than being a 46-year-old lip syncing over.
That's got to be the oldest lip sync star ever, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. We were talking about Mr. Bean yesterday.
Yeah.
He doesn't lip sync, though. He just kind of makes like weird faces.
Just faces, yeah.
Just like he's like the most famous guy ever for just being like, oh, well, he kind of invented the YouTube face,
right?
Yeah,
he
but was just that was like this whole movie, right? He barely.
I never saw the Mr. Bean movie.
Didn't he like he barely had like speaking parts, and he would just like go to stuff, and then people would be like, Mr. Bean, like, what are you doing? He'd be like,
yeah,
like he just made noises and stuff.
Also, side note. There have been a lot of people I've noticed who have commented either saying Mr. Bean or posting GIFs of Mr. Bean on ally of the show Malcolm Kellner's Instagram comments. And
wait, they think you're Mr. Bean?
Well, they think ally of the show Malcolm. No, they think. I think they think that there's a resemblance there. Personally, I don't see it. I think ally of the show Malcolm Kellner is way better looking than that fucking freak show.
Yeah,
but
Mr. Bean. We also looked up Mr. Bean's he left his wife for like some young hot lady or something.
Okay, so maybe it's not so bad after all. So I take
Mr.
that
Bean
back.
does smash.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So actually, maybe those comparisons are okay.
Yeah. But imagine being like that. That's how you get pussy. Is like I'm the goofy faces guy. You know.
All right, maybe.
But I guess that works.
Maybe Al have the show. Malcolm Kellner should lean into that. But
yeah, you got to lean into Mr. Bean. Dude.
Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, Sarah Cooper appears to be single now. And look, we love a great creative comedian who, got a Netflix special on
after making
merit.
like 12 videos online.
Yeah. We love that she got a Netflix special in 2020.
With the most famous actors.
Right, with every cameo.
Wasn't like Meryl Streep in it?
Helen Mirren was in it. Okay. Yeah. John Hamm was in it. Ben Stiller. Yeah, she just got a million people in this.
The only thing that was more star-studded was that when they all did the Imagine song. Remember that?
Yeah.
Where they were like, hey, let's all stay inside and film from our mansions.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That would go really well.
That was awesome.
People are going to love this.
Yeah, so look, Sarah, we know that we're sorry that you're single now, and like that sucks. We just hate to hear that. And if you need someone to hold the camera for you while you're doing your Trump lip syncs, which are definitely so funny and
so cool,
and not just the epitome of everything wrong with social media.
If you need a man to say something funny while you move your mouth to kind of imitate saying something funny while a guy says something really funny, we'll
write stuff. Yeah, we'll
be that guy. We'll say funny.
We'll say funny stuff that we write and come up with or improvise, and then you can lip sync over us because we know you're not going to write any material yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you are a comedian who had a
wrote
Netflix
the idea
special,
of,
but
like that's like her journal is like, what if I moved my mouth at the same time as Donald Trump?
Yeah,
and she's got like a list, you know.
Yeah,
Donald Trump, another silly guy, you know, like like who's the list of people? She's like lip syncing.
Yeah, we'll write and say funny content for you, and then you can lip sync over us, and it'll be hilarious. Yep. Maybe you'll get a second special out of it. Absolutely. Why does she only have one Netflix special? She should have more.
Do you think she's like trying to get Trump elected so she can?
Oh, definitely not. I'm sure she's not. She's praying.
She's like, oh, fucking please
God, get him back in office.
Get him back in there so I can have a career.
Yeah, she's definitely not doing that. She's definitely hoping he loses again. So, yeah, Sarah, hit us up. We would love to just have a dialogue with you. And look, it's so messed up that, that your husband divorced you. I'm sure he was like a bad guy. And
what a jerk.
Yeah. He probably cheated. He probably was like mean and disrespectful. And like we would never.
Didn't even say anything worthy of lip syncing.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably didn't hold the camera for you when you wanted for him. He was probably like, oh, one of these again. Like, can't you just?
That's not how everybody would react.
Yeah.
Oh God.
One of these. Aren't you too old for this?
Shit.
Like, shouldn't you come up with something yourself? Like, you're really just lip syncing the former president. Isn't that a little pathetic? He was probably saying stuff like that, and we don't agree with that 100%. We think that was being selfish.
That guy's a jerk.
He won't let you. He won't support your dreams.
He's certainly not probably a cool guy to hang out with.
No.
He probably has a bunch of cool stories about how much this lady sucks.
Yeah.
You know? It definitely doesn't have
We wouldn't want to grab a beer with him and just listen to his
hour of
amazing stories.
Lip-sync videos, and then go through the archive of dumb videos he's recorded on his phone that he still has.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, we definitely would want to do that. So that guy should not hit us up.
Yeah.
But Sarah Cooper should. So... Yes.
Should we talk about Macklemore chanting "F America"?
Oh yeah.
During the concert.
Yes. So we love Macklemore now because
he's one of those guys that's kind of just right there in the with the right opinion at the right time.
Yes.
Making that if I were gay, it would have been sweet song.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm not gay, but like I'm super fucking straight, but if I was, then like I'd be
Why do you make that?
like
What the hell?
I'm super straight, but I'm cool with you guys. Like
Why
I'm
do
not
you-
gay, but like I'm cool with you being gay.
I don't understand why he made that. And also, like, there was like people thought he was cool for like a month, right?
Yes.
Like he was like the coolest guy ever.
when it was
And then-
that song and Thrift Shop.
Yeah, Thrift Shop was like everybody loved Macklemore. And then
Right.
all this, it was like a turn, like the hatred of like Dane Cook or somebody like that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Where like
people
everybody was like,
start
this guy
calling him
rules, and
cringe.
then they're like, oh no, he always sucked, and you're like, no, I remember you actually being.
Yeah, you were
really-
actually a huge fan. so.
You're wearing a Macklemore shirt right now.
Right. But now he's back and he is relevant again because he had this song about the Palestine protests at Columbia called Heinz Hall. And he performed at the Palestine Will Live Forever Festival in Seattle Saturday night, benefiting a charity known as the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees. So Macklemore walks around the stage telling people to straight up say the phrase because he ain't going to stop them. He then says, "Fuck America," and his audience bursts into wild cheering before the clip ends.
Wow,
So
that's insane.
we love
Where
that
was
message.
this at?
Seattle at the Palestine Will Live Forever concert. And we love this message of
That's wild to be like.
fuck America.
Yeah.
And because we hate America, and we've
America
said
sucks.
It. America sucks, and America is the worst country in the entire world. Will we ever leave?
No.
Obviously
No,
not.
we're not
but
leaving.
No, but we're gonna
And
stay here just to say how much it sucks.
And
but you
America-
all should, everyone here, you should
Yeah.
leave because it's on stolen land.
Yep.
Except
we are gonna.
immigrants should want to come here. Even this country sucks and it's the worst. But immigrants should
come on
want to
over.
come. Yeah.
And hey, that's cool that you're here and like totally be here. But
Yeah.
We're gonna leave. But
Yeah, we're out,
not.
but-
we're gonna say we're gonna
Yeah.
leave all the time.
Right. You should want to come here, but this country sucks and it's stolen land. Will we leave? No. But you all should leave. Other like white people should leave because
Yeah.
you're colonizing the
Yeah,
land.
we support deportation, but of white people that live
I
here.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
hmm
Yeah. So
Like we want people to we want a wall to be built and people to get out, but like to be the people that already live here and then get them out.
yes,
So
love that.
that would be cool.
Yeah. So
That is wild that you can chant F America in America and it like crushes.
right.
Like
Well, we love-
non-ironically. Whereas like I mean, if you look at you remember like Hulk Hogan, that like his whole thing was like I'm a real American or
Right.
whatever. Dude, if he wrestled like Sergeant Slaughter, that would be like, oh man, he like beat communism or whatever,
Right.
So
But that was when it was cool to
not be communist.
to like America. Well, now it's cool to
Communism
be
rules now.
communist is cool because true communism hasn't been tried yet. People are always like, oh, it's led to hundreds of millions of deaths, and it's like, and people dying of hunger and murder. But it's like we haven't done it the right way yet. But we will do it.
I like when people are like, look, socialism. Like people say socialism's bad, but not democratic socialism.
Right.
That's good.
Right. We haven't
When
done
you
that.
vote for socialism, then it's good.
Yeah, we haven't done it the right way yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're going to do it the right way here in America. So yeah, we love this. We love how the free Palestine protests have become about so much more than just like the innocent Palestinian people who are casualties of the war with Israel and Hamas and now Israel and Hezbollah. We love that
What is Hezbollah?
it is.
Oh, those were the guys that got all their pagers blown up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That was wild.
Which reminds me of I was looking for. I'm trying to find this meme. I think yes, I just found it. I'm gonna. Well, I can just say what it is. So it's like, or I'll cast it to the screen. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
It is
All right.
hilarious. So
I saw a lot of memes about this stuff.
it's the meme of the white and black like handshake.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like, Does it say it's loading or anything? Okay. So, damn it. I'll go off and on. But yeah, so Israel had this attack on targeted at the Hezbollah leadership. Cool. Where, so in the middle we have, so on the left, joining Bumble as an Asian woman in Brooklyn. And then on the right, joining Hezbollah as a brown guy in Lebanon. In the middle, getting your phone blown up by a bunch of Jewish men.
Wow.
That killed me.
That's actually a pretty funny one.
Yeah, but so yeah, they were able to, so Hezbollah, it's a terrorist group that's backed by Iran and operates out of Lebanon. And so they stopped using cell phones, so like Israel couldn't track them. Mm-hmm. And so they used like
so
pagers.
Then they bought pagers from Israel. They're like, hey, how do we get Israel to stop tracking us? We got to get rid of these dumb phones. I just ordered some pagers from Israel.
Right. Well, believe it or not, they ordered them just through like from the normal places they come from, which is Asia, like Taiwan and places like that. But
from like Temu.
Right.
Yeah.
But Israel was able to find the supply chain of like where they were coming from and somehow get like explosive devices, like find out which pagers were going to the leadership in the terrorist groups and implant little like explosive devices with the next to the batteries. And then so even the devices they thought were like offline and safe, like pagers and walkie-talkies, they still were.
That's wild.
They still weren't
crazy.
Yeah, it's like straight out of a movie.
There's that, and then they did that one day, and then the next day they did
walkie-talkies. Right. So we're obviously, we are fully 100% on team Hezbollah. They are a great organization, okay? We're on team Hezbollah. We're on team Hamas. They are freedom fighters. They are BIPOC. Mm-hmm. They're brown, just like we talked about with Diddy. It's like, yes, are they a terrorist group unelected by the people? Sure. Do they want a very draconian system of Sharia law and Islamic law where there's no religious freedom and women are second-class citizens and gay people are killed, trans people are killed, etc.? Sure. But do they target civilians? Perhaps.
And also wait till they get gays for Palestine in there though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's going to be cool.
Yes. But they are freedom fighters. Mm-hmm. And Israel, white. Hezbollah, Hamas, brown. Mm-hmm. White, bad. Brown, good. Yeah. It's that simple. There's not a lot of nuance.
There's zero nuance.
There's zero nuance to see.
That's one of the chief operations of this show and how this show works. The darker you go, the better it is.
Yes.
The whiter you go, the worse it is. So it's just a spectrum, right?
Right.
And how white you are and how black you are, that just determines where our opinion is. So if a brown thing is going on, then we're for that. If a white thing is going on, we are not for that.
Yes, exactly.
So that's just what it is.
Yeah. So it's not a nuanced situation where like, both the Israeli leadership and Hamas are fucked up in their own different ways and there's nuance to be talked about there and there's civilians on either side getting killed is like never acceptable in any situation. And no, it's like any deaths on Israel's side are good, civilian or military, like October 7th. That was fine. That was justified. Any deaths on Hezbollah or Hamas's side, military or civilians, especially military or terrorists, what the U.S. would call terrorists, that is bad. So it's like it's not a nuanced situation where both sides should be critiqued in different ways. It's just simple. Israel and America, bad, the real terrorists. Hezbollah and Hamas and Iran, all good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Israel, America, white, Hezbollah, Hamas, Iran, and then also China, Russia, North Korea, and their allies, brown, and Asian, China. We have to stop Asian hate.
Yeah.
All that's
light.
good.
It's like a light brown.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So it's that simple. So there's never any need to get into more nuanced discussions of things. No, it's that simple.
The only
of
thing
what
that's
I just
weird
said.
is that like Macklemore is white, and then he's like,
But he's saying the right stuff.
yeah, and he's for Palestine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
But he's saying but he's saying
it's
the
wild
right stuff.
that the thrift store song guy is like really getting involved in this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
At his concerts and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he's saying
But I mean, I guess-
pro-Palestine, anti-Israel, and America. He's saying fuck America, which we love. He said he made the song about like, hey, I'm not gay, but like that's cool that you guys do
That's
gay
awesome.
shit
That's
over
awesome
there.
being gay, man, but
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, you're right.
I
Not
love,
me.
I love pussy,
Like,
but being gay is pretty
And
cool.
I- not only do
Except
I-
for me, because I love pussy,
Not only-
but I love gay stuff.
Right. Not only do I love pussy, I've loved it since 3rd grade. He says that in the song.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I've been smashing puss since I was like 8. So I ain't about that gay shit.
Yeah.
But like you guys are over there and that's chill. Like
Yeah.
that's cool. Like
If you're a woman that like thinks like most guys hate gay guys, well, check this out. Not me, and I love pussy, so we
Yeah.
can have sex because I'm not gay, but I like gay people, so you don't have to be a lesbian,
yeah.
right? That's pretty cool that he's.
Yeah. So
But it's actually not cool because that's like our thing. So what the hell? And he's dropping bars too.
Yeah.
Like this guy, he's got to be stopped. We can't have a woke boy like him out there.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what is
Yeah. He's
he's
encroaching
stealing
on
our he's stealing our
We gotta
shit.
send him a cease and desist.
Yeah.
Stop getting straight pussy by saying that you're cool with gay shit. That's like our thing. Okay. We've been doing that. Even though our show started long after your "It's Cool to Be Gay" song.
Right.
Don't worry about that. But we were live longer than your song.
Yeah.
So
And
we call first.
and here's something we did
And
beat
that's
him
the
to.
law, to call first.
Yeah. And here's something we did beat him to. Saying fuck America. We've been saying that for 4 years on
Yeah,
this
nice
podcast.
try, buddy. Nice try to come
You
in.
just started saying that
Yeah.
on year 4
That's
of our
interesting.
podcast?
I wonder if he's a listener of the pod.
Yeah.
Probably checks the pod out every week.
Yeah.
So it's cool, Macklemore. If I see you at a thrift store, it's on site, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stole our flow.
Yeah.
Word
You got
for word,
$20 in
bar
your-
for bar.
You got $20 in your pocket. That's gonna be my $20.
Yeah.
And you're not leaving with some cool swag from the thrift shop.
Yeah. And good luck getting
You're gonna
any
be leaving the thrift shop in a body bag,
right.
bitch.
And good luck getting anything for $20 at a thrift shop in LA where it's like
oh, it's vintage. Is it, or did some grandma throw it in the
yeah,
trash?
some like shitty t-shirt for
Yeah.
it's like minimum $100.
Love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, where you go to Goodwill and it's like as much as like going to like fucking Versace. You
Right.
know? Like, oh, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Macklemore, not cool how you're stealing our stuff, but it is cool how he's like a white guy who's saying all the right things. So we should boost him, and we're glad his career
Yeah, I
is
guess
having
he's
a
fine, whatever.
a resurgence. Yeah. So we did have a couple poems, right? And then we had a couple
No, we had an advice.
advice.
Yeah,
Okay, even better.
Yeah. This guy goes, let's see, this is Zach here. He's asking for advice for woke hobbies. He goes, gentlemen, when I am not at my job volunteering at a battered women's shelter, empowering women through letting them cheat on me, or helping lift minorities out of poverty through gifting them large donations from my grandmother's trust fund. He was the CEO of a certified B Corp before his untimely passing, dying of malaria and child soldier-related violence while building wells in Africa. That was in parentheses. Or voting for Democratic candidates in minor elections. I find myself lost. I've already given all my free time on weekends to teaching Hispanic children that they don't have to work in fields unless they really want to, and manually trying to undo redlining by emailing in fake redistricting maps to government officials. But every so often, I have a free 20 minutes that I would like to devote to a hobby that is as woke as we are. Any advice on things I can do? Last week, I spent this time walking up to women on the street, telling them I respect them. They are better than men in every possible way. But this resulted in being assaulted by several presumably jealous boyfriends and one transgender woman of unplaceable ethnicity. I was curious about trying to do an art, like helping urban youth do cool graffiti instead of gang violence, podcasting, and writing protest songs about starving Haitians in Ohio, but would love some ideas from geniuses of woke ilk like yourselves. Let me know your thoughts, Zach.
Okay, well, thank you for writing in, Zach. We're happy to answer this question for you.
Who is Zach, like a famous person or something?
No. If it was a famous person, they would be close to death because those are the only famous people.
Well,
we get.
yeah, they do. Yeah, people love writing in on their deathbed.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Which we haven't gotten one in a while. So,
well, I mean, people haven't been dying, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
So
maybe P Diddy.
Yeah, maybe P Diddy.
Oh shit! Yeah, from jail. Yeah.
No.
But
well, there with that one part where it says who was the CEO of a certified B Corp before his untimely passing, dying of malaria and child soldier-related violence while building wells in Africa. Was that like a famous person that did that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Sounds kind of specific, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But yeah, so what are some woke hobbies?
Well, I like what you're doing, approaching women. What did he say he's doing? Approaching women in public.
So you got to approach women in the streets.
Yeah.
You know, and some women think that when a guy approaches women in the streets that it's catcalling. But like, I'm not doing catcalling because I'm going up to women and I see that they're unhappy and I'm telling them to smile.
Yeah.
Right? So I like, I'm walking by, I'm like hanging out at a construction site. Uh-huh. I see like a woman just wearing this short skirt, you know, and she's walking by, and I go, "Hey, babe, yeah, you with the short skirt. You should smile more."
Yeah, you'd be prettier if you smiled.
Yeah, that'd be really cute if you smiled. And then she looks all mad, and you're like, "That's not what I was talking about."
Right.
And then I follow her, you know, to make sure she's safe. You know?
Right, and to make sure she heard
and
you.
I keep saying it.
Hey, did you hear me?
Hey, why aren't you smiling?
Why aren't you looking over at me?
Why are you running now?
Uh-huh.
You think you're faster than me?
And then you have to run after her. It's like, you're not faster than me, trust me.
My legs are pretty long.
With these strides,
Yeah.
I can catch up to you in a few paces.
I'm a little bit behind you, but don't worry. I can close that gap in a second.
Very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, and then you start running after her, and she might
I got my plastic bag from the grocery store that's like I'm not allowed to have anymore.
Right.
I'm like, I just want to give you this plastic bag.
And she might start screaming things like, "Help, help."
Mm-hmm.
But
and I'm
she
like,
wants
I
help.
am helping.
Right.
That's why
She wants help from
if you stop,
other...
I can help you.
Right. She needs help from other men, and you're the man who's saving her from other men.
She doesn't get it. It's like when you watch a Lifetime movie, at the beginning there's like a bad guy, but then a good guy comes in and saves her.
The day.
And that's what I am. I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm chasing you down the street, down a dark alley with a plastic bag, like ready to kind of capture you like a butterfly.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then, you know.
And then you're like, "Stop yelling. I'm
like,
stop,
stop
helping you.
Stop." You know, I do like the police do. I'm like, "Stop resisting."
Right.
You know, I do that. I got my knee on her back.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we're just trying to help.
It's all just to help. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like, and the whole thing was like, all you had to do was smile, you know?
Yeah.
And the world would be a happier place.
Like, sorry, I'm trying to spread some positivity here in this world filled with negativity.
Turn that frown upside down, babe.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm shouting at all the women that pass the construction site.
Also, you're
yeah,
you're rubbing your hands like
licking
like
my
a
lips.
fly and
and
look at
yeah,
your lips. But it's not you're just it's not, there's nothing like sexual or creepy about it.
No.
It's just you're trying to spread, so this world needs some positivity. That's what this podcast is all about. It's positivity.
It's about spreading positivity.
Right. Yes, it's just us being extremely negative for an hour and like threatening people and saying we hate this country, we hate everyone who lives here, we hate our listeners.
It's positive to people that hate this country, though.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say, Zach, just you got a good start approaching women in public, but you gotta, I would say, learn how to fight. Take some lessons in MMA, boxing, and so when those jealous boyfriends and husbands, when they try to prevent you from spreading positivity with their wife or girlfriend, you're ready to fight them, and take them on for like, oh yeah, she's my girl, no one else can have her. Not only can no one else have sex with her, no one else can even talk to her or tell her to smile. Well, it's like, we'll see about that.
Yeah. We're going to talk to her. We're going to tell her to smile, and she can see whoever she wants, and that means us. And if she does see anybody other than us,
it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, yeah.
A huge
because
problem.
she could be unsafe with other men.
Yeah, and that's why we're protecting her and following her, and we have an Apple AirTag on her in her car, and in her purse,
and in her pager.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, also
we also might.
She's like, "Why did you give me a pager?" And like, here, just take it with you. Yeah,
right. We may or may not have given her a pager that we got from Israel.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Just keep this in your purse.
Yeah,
and also here's a walkie-talkie in case. Your phone ever
You're like
goes
a
down.
nurse that's on call now, so you know.
So if we ever see you with, we track your phone to another man's house, your pager might just start beeping, and we'll be like, "Hey, have the man come a little bit closer to your pager," and then, and then something might happen, but it wasn't us.
Yeah, it wasn't us,
and we did not claim responsibility.
No.
So
we did also want to thank Lewis Finley 4631 for donating to the pod on our last episode
on YouTube, right?
Yeah, on YouTube. So I don't even know how you do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was possible.
I didn't know that was a thing, but dude, that rules. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We were thinking about maybe like, how do we allocate these funds for the podcast?
Right. Any money given to the podcast will be spent on women's causes.
Yeah,
but
we are like, we're not a registered 501c3 charity thing or whatever, but that's what this is.
We're working on it.
This is a charity. Okay, this is a
women's charity.
Yeah.
So
we are giving it to women.
Right.
That's what we are here to do.
We support women's causes.
If you're a woman, we want to give it to you.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So
and we're not talking about the money, but we will give it to you.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying.
Right. So any donation given to the podcast will go to a variety of women's causes. Strip clubs.
Yeah.
OnlyFans, sex work.
Yeah.
Whether in person or online. Abortion
rights.
They will pay for some trips to Planned Parenthood.
Going halvesies on a date.
Yes,
because it's more progressive.
And by going halvesies, we're of course talking about the cost of the valet. But for the dinner itself, you'll be paying for all of that.
And by halvesies, we mean like we will pay our half, which is us being present for the day.
Yeah,
like you're actually paying for the valet too.
Yeah,
because I didn't know that you were gonna need a valet. Like we could have found parking, but you want to be close, so whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, when you donate money to the show, you put in the description or comment on YouTube or, whichever format you do so, you specify which women's cause you would like us to donate that money towards.
Yeah.
And then we will mention it
to make that happen.
We will mention it on the show. And any donations to the Slut Fund recently?
No. But if there are any donations to the Slut Fund,
same thing applies.
Yeah, we will. And just as the Slut Fund as a charity in itself, we promise you any money donated to the Slut Fund some of that money will be allocated to go directly to sluts. So that's just what good people we are.
You said some of the money? I think you meant all of the money.
Yeah, pretty much all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But just for legal reasons, we got to say some.
Oh, okay.
But it's, yeah. We're in debt.
Yeah.
Is what we're saying.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, anything you wanted to plug?
No.
All right. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 216 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. Follow our page on everything. Like and subscribe. Comment on our stuff. We love your comments. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes and Spotify. That's always helpful. And if you write a cool review on there, we'll read the review on here. And, follow all of our pages, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zinasek, on all platforms. Send us emails, TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. And once again, thanks for listening to episode 216 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my voice this time?